Hi, people.
Hi.
There we go. Hi, my name is Kelsey Miller, and I am a student at SUNY Sullivan taking Fundamentals of Speech. Today I'm going to be talking about what my family does for the holidays. First, I'm going to talk about Thanksgiving. On Thanksgiving, we go to my dad's side. At my grandma's, she typically has all of her 4 kids, all of their kids, and as years have gone on, her great-grandkids. So there's a lot of us. There's probably around 40 of us. We all get there around, she says to come at 2, everyone kind of shows up at 3. And mostly everyone hangs out while she is in the kitchen making dinner and everything. Typically you stay away from her because she gets stressed and she yells at everybody, and even if you try to help her, you get yelled at. So you don't go and help her. Her house has always had like 3 living rooms, 2 dining rooms, so everyone's kind of spread out doing their own thing. The people that watch football, everyone in the living room's watching football, and other people are sitting around talking. The adults are drinking adult beverages and having fun, gossiping, talking, until dinner is ready, which is typically around 4:30. We have a schedule every year, same thing every year. We always have the regular turkey, cranberry sauce, vegetables. She sometimes throws in some ziti and stuff, but it's normally the regular Thanksgiving turkey and mashed potatoes, stuffing, gravy, all that. Everyone sits at the tables. We used to just have 2 tables, and it was the adults, and then we called it the cool table. It was like me and our cousins in that generation, so like the 20-year-olds. And then as they all started having kids, there was a 3rd table for the kids. We will all eat dinner, throw our plates away because we use paper because there's a lot of us, and then she will all disperse while some of the adults clean up for dessert. And then we have dessert, which is a bunch of different cakes, pies, cookies, brownies, everything you can think of. She has way more food than for the amount of people that are there, and then forces everyone to take trays and trays of leftovers. After dessert, we always do the adults pick their not-so-secret Santa, as I call it. I'll get into that at Christmas time, which will be next. And then everyone talks for a bit, and then they leave. Next is Christmas. It's pretty much the same thing, the same amount of people. We always go to my grandma's on Christmas Eve. It always starts, everyone comes in. I'm always in charge of helping everyone put the presents under the tree because there's a lot of us and my grandma's too busy cooking, so I typically get that job, which I don't care about. And then again, just like Thanksgiving, everyone's separated in their corners, always the same groups. The people that like football are watching football. I am not one of those people. I'm not watching football. I'm typically with some of the other girl cousins talking while they drink wine. And but this time, typically, the people that aren't watching football are surrounded by either Christmas music or Christmas movies. And then dinner starts, and the tables are the same. We have the cool table, as we like to call it, and then the adult table, which is filled with the gossip of the neighborhood on who had what baby and who's getting a divorce, because that's what my family likes to talk about. After dinner, it's cleaned up to get ready for dessert, with all the kids nagging because they want to open their Christmas presents, but we have to do dessert first, and it's a fight because the kids want to open their presents and the adults just don't want to deal with that yet because it's a big mess. And the adults win, always. We do dessert first, then we clean up dessert, and then we do presents, which is stressful. So again, the not-so-secret Santa is, how we do it is the adults, instead of everyone buying for everybody, my grandma buys for all the kids, and the adults contributed a certain amount for the kids. And then we had a not-so-secret Santa that we picked at Thanksgiving, where each adult gets one other adult that they buy presents for. It's not so secret because there is a list on my grandma's refrigerator from Thanksgiving until Christmas on who has who. It is not a secret. We do presents, and then The Wizard of Oz comes on. And since in 5th grade I was Dorothy Gale in The Wizard of Oz, they force me to sing Somewhere Over the Rainbow every year, and I hate it. We also watch The Christmas Story, and then eventually everyone leaves before Santa comes because the kids can't be awake for Santa Claus. The next holiday that I celebrate with my dad's side is Easter. Easter's a little smaller. It's not as big. We do the same thing. We come around 3. We eat dinner. But instead of doing dessert first, we typically do the Easter egg hunt first, so it's still light out. The big people, adults, bigger kids that don't do the Easter egg hunt anymore will help hide the eggs and drink. We are drinkers. Irish. And then the kids do the Easter egg hunt. And for the little ones, like I have a 2-year-old niece who she's now 2, so this Easter I had to walk with her to get her eggs because they have 3. Like my sister, she has 3 kids, so she has one that's 4 that still needs a little help, a newborn who still gets eggs, and a 2-year-old. So there's only 2 adults, so I have to help my niece get her eggs. She chooses me anyway because I'm her favorite human being. I'm not complaining. We also, after we celebrate at my grandma's, because my parents are divorced, I do celebrate at my mom's, and since she has, her youngest is now 19, we do a adult Easter egg hunt where we each find a 6-pack of our choosing. And then the kids do get a regular Easter egg hunt, but we're not as interested in the Easter eggs. We're interested in the 6-pack of what we enjoy. And that's about it. We have desserts and stuff. And then we have our next holiday we all celebrate is St. Patrick's Day, which I haven't really celebrated yet because of COVID, since I'm only 22. But the adults typically go out to a bar and drink, and the kids get watched. We would get watched by our cousin, and now we'll watch whoever we need to. They come home drunk, and it's funny. But besides them going to the bars, on typically the weekend of St. Patrick's Day, even if St. Patrick's Day isn't on the weekend, the village that we live in has a St. Patrick's Day parade where everyone's dressed in green and walks, and then they have like a race, a 5K, I believe. I've never ran in it. I am not athletic, so it's not happening.
True.
The next holiday that my family typically celebrates is New Year's Eve. The adults all go to the bar as St. Patrick's Day, and we all get babysat, all the people that couldn't go to the bar. Now, I can go to the bar. I'm 22, but COVID, I have not been able to experience New Year's Eve with the regulars that go to the bar. So my cousins will typically, they have things, so we used to do like sand art or tie-dye and stuff just to keep us distracted, and then the ball drops, and then we all fall asleep after tons and tons of sugar that they make us eat so that we pass out. Those are typically the holidays I celebrate with my dad's side. I celebrate with my mom's side too, but it's very small, and we don't really do much. Thank you for listening, and here are the audience. They are still here.